This is how I normally look. I'd like to say thank you very much to Pat and Rose for coming, and Robin and Carole and Colm, because otherwise they'd just be my family. But yeah, let me turn this on. Does it work? Okay, fine. Okay, Common Sense, a book about people, planet, and profit by venture capitalists. That's me. So it was around, 90s, and I'm a venture capitalist investing money in people's business, and I see things like this, and I think, I've got a stock here that could really excel. Really excel? Excel? Sell, 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 sell. Or sell, sell, sell. This is madness. I can't take any more. Goodbye. Goodbye? Bye, 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 bye. So this is the real financial world, and I was a venture capitalist, and we'd see business plan for your startup is idiotic, but I'm going to provide the venture capital funding anyway. We'll generate lots of media hype, go public, and make millions by shafting greedy and ignorant investors. The Latin word for close your eyes and open your mouth is prospectus. This is the world I lived in. And I started to look around, on the way to the work and seeing the companies, and the world was a pretty sad place. Pollution, chucking stuff in the sea, people killing themselves because of corruption in government. This is a student who self-immolated. A lot of this is happening these days in Tibet. Garbage dumped, people without food to eat. And we know it's happening because we actually put the labels on our products. Didn't think that was very clever. Why can't we live in this beautiful world? Why can't we live with nature? There are so many people in this planet. This is the problem. And we're consuming so much. This is a food pyramid, just to show that it takes a lot of grass to keep a lion alive. And we're much bigger than lions because we wear clothes, live in houses, and have cars. We have pyramids of wealth, capitalism. We have pyramids of power. And somehow we still manage to chuck a lot of garbage on our planet. And I didn't like that. So I decided to, find out what the truth was. And you look at the data, the last 100 years, everything we've done is just spiked. It started with the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, but things have got totally out of hand. There are 5 billion hectares of arable land on this planet. We need 4 hectares per person to have the lifestyle we all expect. That means 1.25 billion people is the carrying capacity of this planet. We now got 6 or 7. It's out of hand. So it all gets down to choices that we all make. You, me, everybody. And what we end up doing is we buy poisoned food because we spray stuff on it. We buy enslaved fashion because the people who make our garments are all slaves off there in Asia. We buy loads of packaging around our vegetables which we chuck in the garbage. We travel all the time instead of spending time with our friends. We just got more than enough. We invest in brands, in bigness, in celebrities, in corruption, and we invest in conflict. We don't invest in things that we like. So although we've got a system where we've got laws, the laws are unjust half the time. We think we've got democracy, but our votes don't seem to count. We've got money to facilitate barter, but it's not transparent. And we've got religion to guide our morality, but the religion is immoral. So we've got a system, but it's corrupted. So I reckoned, this was back 99 or something, we got 3 choices. We keep going as we are, and that's how we're going to end up, and that's how the world's going to end up. Maybe we can have a nice future with the technology we have, our mobile phones, right? It's coming down the line, androids, cyborgs, live in a fancy city, but that doesn't seem very sexy to me. I'd rather live in a nice place in a nice world. So can we have that? Well, what we need to do is understand how the planet works. And it's all about energy. Sun comes in, a bit of it gets radiated out. We've got to use that energy that comes in the current time frame. We can't be using millions of years of sunlight stored in the earth in fossil fuels. We've got to copy nature. Look at nature. There's patterns in nature, right? The little pattern is the same as the bigger pattern. It's the same. Don't do that. And if you look at the world, if you look at the universe, everything works the same way. Things spinning, in circles, around, and everything is actually space. We need to understand the metaphysical as well as the physical. A lot of people have discussed this, they put models, it's out there. Okay? So this is available technology. On a personal level, you can understand yourself, ancient yoga chakras. You can understand how a child has instinctive survival instincts, but hopefully by the time you become a professional, you've got strategic values which drive you. In business, you want to be collaborative, you want to use the internet to reduce your footprint, not increase it. Instead of going from production to garbage, you want to go from production to the waste, which is actually a technical input, like compost on the farm. Triple bottom line, parallel thinking instead of arguing all the time, thinking together instead of against each other, and diagnostics. And then at the system level, we've got to realise that the energy is the currency. We've got to learn to have success without growth. We've got to have a shrinking population to get from 6 billion back down to 1. We've got to think about quality of life, not GDP and money all the time. We've got to lower our consumption, have a plant-based economy, not a fossil fuel-based economy. So, if we can imitate nature, Velcro from the burr, we can enjoy our veggies, maybe we can have a happy world.
This is really hard to do, you know? This is really, really hard to shrink it all down into 5 minutes. Thank you very much, you did very well. Yeah, I can see people going, oh my God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Our next presenter, the great thing about Voice Box is it's just, there's so much variety, isn't there?